Hello everybody, and welcome to this video where I'll be flying the Denarq mod of the Carenado Beech 18, and I will be demonstrating the behavior in this airplane of the KN64 DME instrument. You can see that right here, close in up of it. This instrument in this plane in the simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, does not behave as it would be expected in real life. There are some differences, and that's what I'm going to be showing you. So first of all, I will turn this on. So it's got on-off switch here, so we turn it on. It has a 3-position function switch. Normally the remote would show the miles distance to the station, VOR, localizer, what have you, the ground speed toward that station, and the time, estimated time to that station. In the frequency mode, it shows the distance from the station chosen in the frequency here, and you can adjust the frequency with the outer and inner knob here. Doesn't behave quite like that in actuality in the simulator, and I'll show you that. And there is no third. The third function would be the ground speed time to station for the frequency chosen in this mode, but that function does not work at all. So we'll leave it right here for now. What we're going to do to demonstrate this is we will be flying a course from, I'll show you this on a little nav map, a course from Shoals VOR, that's Victor Uniform Hotel, VUH, with a frequency of 113.0, so that's VOR DME, to Navasota VOR DME, that's Tango November Victor TNV, with a frequency of 115.9. So that total distance I've shown here with the distance marker and a little nav map is showing somewhere here 87 nautical miles, with a magnetic course of 308 degrees. So what I will do is I'm going to be taking off from David Wayne Hooks Airport, Memorial Airport, flying south and then west to intercept the course, and then we will fly toward the Navasota VOR DME. And at that point, then I'll demonstrate how this behaves in terms of showing the distance and all that toward the to the two stations. So first we will set in our frequencies. So so we will set both nav1 and nav2 to have both frequencies, so I can switch back from one VOR to the other. So we'll first put in 115.9. So we'll select that in nav1, which is the GNS 530 here. So 115.9, we'll flip that over, and then the Shoals VOR DME is 113.0. So we'll set that to 113.0. Okay, and then on nav2 over here, we'll again set the same thing, 115.9, and then 113.0. Okay, and we'll make sure we have CD set for VLOC. We will not be using the GPS. I've got it in showing traffic mode with the ADS turned off, so you won't see anything there. That was done kind of on purpose so it doesn't show other distances and things like that. We'll be using the DME distances. We'll compare that's shown here, as well as what's on the DME. So that's got our setup. I'm going to take off and again fly the route over to intercept the radial. So in fact, let's put those in. So we will come down here and zoom in on the HSI, and we will put that in, set that in for our heading to Navasota, which is 309. So I'll set that on here. There's 310, 309, 309, 308 in there. Okay, and then we will set the same thing over here on VOR2. So of course at 309. So I can now intercept that radial from Shoals and to Navasota. Okay, I will take off and get in position, and then I will catch up with you then. Okay, hello, here we are back. Now we are on course, heading, as you can see, we're on about the 308-degree radial from VOR2, which is set to 113.0, that's Shoals, VUH. And we are on about the 300, again, 306, 307 degree toward TNV, Navasota. And that's reading on Nav1 and shown on the HSI here. A little bit off to the right. We'll just say I'm on autopilot, by the way, heading mode, because I'll be switching around the VOR a little bit. So what I want to do is show you the distance now. As you can see, the DME distance as shown in the GNS 530 is 32.8, and 32.8, now 32.7 is what we show in the KN64 DME. If I switch then to the, let me show a little bit closer here. If I now switch to Shoals, VR DME, VUH, shows us 55.9, again, or 55.56 now, 55.56, so basically about the same, and we are heading away, so that distance will be increasing. So once again, I go back, and so again, in this mode, you will see the distance here will show what's on Nav1. Now, if I switch this then to frequency mode, it shows 115.9. Again, that's the frequency we are showing here, but the distance is 29.7 to TNV, but it's showing 57.5. In fact, that's actually the distance from Shoals. If I switch this back to Shoals, you'll see 58.1, 58.0. So that's basically the same. So this is now reading the distance from VOR2, the station that's tuned in on VOR2, which is VUH now. The other interesting thing is when you're in the frequency mode and you adjust the frequency, that should select a station for this particular for what's shown here in the DME. But in fact, it doesn't really do anything. If you notice, it doesn't change the distance. But what it does do, it does change the Nav1 frequency. So 122.112.85, 112.85. So you don't really want to mess with this. There, we put it back on VUH. Now I'll flip this back to 115.9, which is TNV, and you see we're a little bit off course here. So here again, we're showing about 307, 308, 309 from VOR2, which is all this time has been on Shoals. And then we're about, well, not quite on the 30, let's tune this, about the 310, 309 radial, 310 course 2 TNV. So bottom line is, if you're in frequency mode, you don't want to adjust the frequency. That's going to show you what's coming from your Nav2 radial, the distance for the station tuned in Nav2. And on remote mode, it'll show you the distance, the ground speed, and the estimated time to or from the station shown in Nav1. So with that, I will conclude this video. Thank you very much, and enjoy flying.